I'm going to stand 10 toes behind her unless she does something like really crazy. But every other crazy thing that she does, I'm going to be behind her, because you guys, I just know if I'm in a room with my ex, I'm just going to find him annoying. Hi guys, welcome to my channel. Welcome back. Welcome if you are new. Today we are back with Exchange4 Transit Love 4. You guys should know that I really love the show. I started this channel mainly so I can have a platform to yap about exchange and all those stuff. But anyways, I'm so happy that we're back. At first, anytime a new season of exchange comes out, right, I'm always so, should I say, so hesitant to start it. I always miss the cast from last season for no reason. So I'm I'm gonna start it tomorrow. I'm gonna start it. But anyways, of course I started it immediately, and the moment I was no, 3 minutes in, I was let's go. Let's go. We are up to episode 5 now. I really love the fact that I gave us two episodes, but then now we're down to 1 episode. I hope it's not going to take us another year or something to finish it, because you guys take so long. I hope go back to 2 episodes, please, because this, for me, this episode 5 was such almost a waste. But anyways, first of all, let's talk about the cast one by one. I think by order of their entrance in episode 1. First we have Baekhyun. I really when he entered, I was usually for me the first person to enter always end up being my favorite. But because of his vibe, I was I think he's going to be my favorite. And then the next we have Yoon Young. Honestly, it took me 5 episodes to be able to get her name right. I was throughout the episode I was just calling her. Throughout the first episode I was just calling her Eugene's lookalike, Eugene, because she really looks like her from the beginning. I mean, now I don't see it as much, but in the first few first few episodes of seeing her, she really looks like her. Yoon Young. And then we have Woojin. Woojin to me really reminds me of Jaehyun from My Siblings Romance, but I've not seen anybody talk about it. Also, I watched Jaehyun and Sisung's recap, or that's a reaction to exchange, and they definitely mentioned that he looks like him. So I guess it was just me, but he had that vibe. And again, it only lasted for episode 1. After that, I'm not really seeing it again. And then we have Kwak Min Kyung. Min Kyung is low key my favorite. Min Kyung is low key my favorite. She's so cute. She looks so cute. She's so cute. And then we have Jiyeon. To me, Jiyeon looks a little bit more, should I say mixed, kind of she doesn't look too Korean. That sounds somehow, but she looks a little bit she's not maybe she's mixed with some. I really like her look. And then we have Wongyu. But then Wongyu, immediately he couldn't get the door to enter there. So I was he's about to be my favorite. I we love a Pablo, man. You guys know Pablo just a kiss way of calling someone stupid. It's not exactly mean it's stupid, but it's definitely clumsy. We've seen 2-3 times just fumbling around. It's so cute because he looks so big and so stoic. You don't expect that from him. And then we meet Jihyun. I mean, we have 2 similar names this time. Why do you keep doing that to us? I really don't know why they would do that. But anyways, from the beginning, you could see that Jihyun is going to she looks so cool, but it took her less than a minute to show that she's not cool at all. So, and she's also quite she's also quite clumsy, always doing a bunch of random things. And we have Yusik. Yusik was the last to enter, and I think for me, what I think the most about Yusik now is the fact that he's Baekhyun's man. And then we have Hyunji. Even though she just joined us at the end of episode 4, I'm just going to talk about that also. But anyways, we meet all the first 8 guests in the first episode. They get to meet each other, choose their room, and you guys, for me, I literally thought Baekhyun was in love with Min Kyung. I did not think they were each other's ex. The way he was looking at her at first, I was he's definitely interested in her. And then throughout that night, he stayed with her, cooked with her, even fed her that this thing. And I was telling myself, because I'm don't ship anybody from episode 1. Don't ship. You're going to end up getting hot. Because you guys, I get so salty if the people that ship don't get together. And that happens to me a lot. So I was I'm not going to ship any of them. But they were so cute. He was looking at her. Just know I'm low-key disappointed right now. But there's nothing wrong with it. It's just my own personal feelings. But anyways, and then it was down to the ex introduction. I'm not going to lie, the ex introduction this time around, there was nothing really there was nothing should I say worth remembering that much. they were not that. I don't know. I think last season, was it last season? Was it season? Usually season 2 and season 3. I think they had like more like impactful X introduction, should I say? And the thing is, X introduction at one point you don't even remember what is said in it. And anyways, so for me, I think I looked more at like what like the cast were feeling, what they felt about the letter more than anything. And other than the fact that Wongi that was supposed to be like the character T was already shedding tears. Bro couldn't find the door. He's not T. Please let him go and take his MBTI test again. But anyways, then immediately they had to like choose a date, which means we are not going to get um the ex breakup place date kind of thing. Last season it was a place where like the ex couples broke up, and I think season 2 it was just like a place where they visited before. But I think one thing that I noticed during those days that they also went to places where they visited with their ex before, but just that instead of it being anonymous, the girls like picked who they were interested in, and they like evenly matched. This like, I feel like it's been, I don't know if I've ever seen that in a dating show in a long time, so that was quite interesting. Um, I think I kind of no the only like pairing that I expected was like Baekhyun and Minkyung, cause I mean Baekhyun was like so nice, so like close to Minkyung throughout like the day, and when he was saying something like he didn't even make any voice. Like, what are you talking about? So it was obvious for like I think it made sense for Minkyung to pick him, since they kind of like got closer. Let's see what this is about. And then the rest of the pairing, I was actually quite surprised, but I like that we're able to see where the girls' feelings were going. But then again, we know it's not going to last because it's just first date. And then speaking, and then we got the X gift. I guess we're going to continue seeing the X gift from now on. And I mean, the X gift gave us some kind of like pointers about someone who has dated for like 100. I think it was someone who has dated for like 1,000 plus days. Baekhyun, I was like, okay. And then Baekhyun's letter, I think his was like a breakup letter. And it was like, does your ex want to get back together? Is this some kind of like, I still have this? I mean, knowing what we know now, I'm just gonna say it since we've all watched like the first 5 episodes. If you haven't watched it, sorry. knowing that they've broken up like 5 years ago, it's actually interesting that his ex still has the breakup letter. But anyways, I think the ex gifts apart from those letters, I think the rest were not like, as should I say, impactful. I don't know if there's anyone that has not opened their own yet. I think there's one person that has not opened their own yet. Can't remember who that is now that I'm thinking about it. But there are some that we've not seen. Maybe they've opened it, but we just haven't seen what is in it, I think. And then straight to like the date the next day. Talking about the day, I think for me, you guys are so transparent. I was shipping Baekhyun and Mikyung, so like because their date was so cute. To me, their own date actually has like so much like chemistry. Even though most of these dates the girls were leading because they were the one that picked the guys. I think that was the main reason. But Minkyung and Baekhyun, I think there's like this kind of like cute tension going on. They were definitely like this like tension between them. Baekhyun was talking about she was just like so cute, and when they were like taking their pictures, like that was so no, that was so cute. He like bent down in the street to like tied her shoe. They had the romantic date, and did not text her after. Did not text her after. Also, he did not text her on the first day too. Like on the first day where like it seemed like they were getting along. Because to me, I thought it was like really being like very obvious. I was interested in her. Did not text her. We're like, I think they're in like the 3 or something, and he hasn't texted her. Now he has obviously moved on to someone else, and I'm just a tiny bit pissed. I'm not like personally pissed at him. Just like my ship is like down the drain. So there's that. And then we have Jihon. My God, Jihon, who picked Yusik as a date. And I think for me their date was also really like cute. It was like, cause Jiyeon was like she was very very straightforward, very straight up, but I could see a little bit of restriction from Yusik's side. Also at that point we already know that Yusik and Minkyung are each other's exes, and they've dated for 9 years since high school. They've only dated each other, they're each other's first love. And I think they filmed the show like around June, and they broke up January, so it's like it's barely 6 months. After talking about date, I'll talk about both of their relationships. But anyways, I could say just a little bit of like not restraint, but like Yusik wasn't getting like too into it. I think for me, but other than that, I think with time, if it doesn't like get possessed by his ex, then they might get better. And then we have Woojin and Yoon. Union picked Woojin. Like I said, only the Baekhyun was something that I could like expect. The rest of them I was so surprised because there wasn't really giving much. First episodes usually so chaotic, like, I missed a lot of things. But anyway, for me, Union and Woojin like playing, it was so cute. They were like the funny couple, like they were laughing from like the second they got into the car. They were laughing about Union saying they should go to like a snake cafe or something, and Woojin was like, "Love you, girl, but no." And that was like so cute. He was like, I mean, I'll take a picture of you, but I'm not going to take a picture of myself. Like, it was just like they were like cracking jokes throughout. And I think that date was like also equally as fun. I think they were the first ones to do like some kind of like couple gifts. I mean, I hope it doesn't come back to like fight us later. But since we don't know any of the exes yet, it has not like come up yet. Cause you guys, I'm not going to surprise if it comes up again. But for me, I think they were like a like very cute, funny couple, and there wasn't like that much like romance yet. I don't know if I should put it yet, because I mean, down to episode 5 now, that's like pairing has not even like repeated itself. It has not even like it's not even like back again. And then the last couple we have Jiyeon and Wongyu. Wongyu, is it Wongyu or Wongyu, you guys? But anyways, Jiyeon was, oh my gosh, she's like on fire. She's like so straightforward. She's letting him know she's coming like quite straight, quite strong onto him. And I think Wonky is just so flustered, doesn't know what is going on. My boy was struggling. But I mean, even he said it themselves at first, during like when they were meeting in the cafe, it was more awkward. But as they were like as they took a walk and everything, as they were spending more time together, it became more and more relaxed. We don't know what's going to happen with that couple, because I don't know. I've seen people being like they don't really think Wongi is like that into her yet, and it might not even be into her. I really don't want her to get out, because I don't think she's going to try to meet anybody else. She's been like very like straightforward, very like sure what she's saying. So I'm interested to see how that will go. But then we have like the 4 days. I'm so glad that they were like got to go on a date, and it was so cute. And then most people texted their ex that night except Baekhyun. I mean, I think people kind of have beef with Baekhyun. That's why people are not like talking about. But I feel like I'm like low key pissed. I'm just a little bit pissed, and that got to her because he didn't text her like our ex didn't text her. Forget about our ex texting her. Everybody went on a date. He didn't text her, and because of that, she got crazy and told her ex, "What are you doing? Cleaning the dishes as if you're super domesticated man." She was like, she went off on him. Sorry for taking your time in between to ask for you to please leave a like if you're watching this far. Please leave a like. It's very helpful. I really appreciate it. Consider subscribing and come back so that we can enjoy exchange until the end. If we don't get too stressed and drop it in between, obviously. Speaking of Min Kyung and Yusik relationship, for me, when they talked about the reason why they broke up, I don't think they should get back together. People are like been calling like Min Kyung like a red flag or something. I don't see the red flag. Also, I can't really blame people a lot for what they do on exchange. You're on a show, living with your ex in a close like the same house, almost seeing each other 247 for like the next 3 weeks. I'm going to act crazy too. I'm going to become toxic, even if I'm not toxic too. So I really, unless somebody gets really like actually toxic, other than that, I don't really like blame people for what they do on this show, because it can't be avoided. So people calling like Mickey on red flag, I don't see any red flag. For me, in their relationship, you see obviously like leading to like the story they told us about how they broke up. He obviously started putting things above their relationship, because if they've been dating since high school, I'm pretty sure they have like this dynamic. They have like how they dated, they have like the things that they were doing for each other, like they were probably seeing each other more. And from what we get, I think they are like in their like final year of like uni, trying to get into like trying to start working. I mean, I get that. And mostly as men, they're always so like this is time they have to start making money, this I get it. But then I don't think like the way he explained and the way he was talking about it to me, it really just seems to think like working was like more important than his relationship. And talking about how like they don't meet in like 2 weeks, you guys, it's one of those things that people say, oh, if they want to make it work, they'll make it work. If you are so busy, and we got something about how I think he like works in like a dance crew or something like that. He could like meet her like in between his own solo practice. She can be there with him, hanging out with him when he's resting, or like they can like have like a sleepover, or maybe they can like when he's going out to eat, they can like, I'm pretty sure there is way around it. From what she said, like them going 2 weeks without, I'm sure they were seeing each other like almost every day for like all their dating period, two weeks without seeing each other. When is, and it's obviously like, she's making effort, is the one not making effort. I think she has every right. And then after they meet, is like asking to sleep, he's so tired, he wants to sleep. I mean, it's also like, because he also said, he said something about how you just want to be playing with, do you not want me to like make money, blah blah blah. And then she'll probably start feeling like she's one that's not serious, right? So I think for me, I think it definitely puts like his work is everything before their relationship. Maybe because they've been together for so long, he's taking it for granted. And you know what? Maybe it's time for them to break up. I mean, she was saying too that at that point she realized that she has also been thinking that, is she going to just date one person her whole life? And probably I'm sure that probably came from after the relationship was like already like dwindling down for her to be thinking like that. So honestly, I don't really want them to get back together. Honestly, I don't really want them to get back together. If they get back together, if it's going to work for them, obviously we support that. But like, I'm not like excessively rooting for it or anything. And in the house, we can see him acting like, he's like so like, nice to everybody. But people have been saying, oh, he's so nice to everybody. I've been seeing comments like that, but he's not nice to her. I don't think he's not nice to her. I think he just doesn't talk to her. I don't think I've ever done like anything mean to her. He just does not want to talk to her. And she's like, she's obviously like, I think she's emotional. I don't think she wants to get back with everything also. But I think she's like also emotional. And no matter what, especially like your ex who like you broke up in that situation, she talked about how like, she's like still pissed at him, she'll be sent him. So of course you'll be annoyed, like even if they like moved, if they just walked past you, you'll be so pissed at them. So for me, I kind of understand what she's going through, and like we are here for the drama. And then speaking of Mikyung, see, Mikyung and Wongi State, you guys, that date was hilarious. That date was hilarious. I really hope they get another date. I want to see them together. I think they're going to have like really good chemistry. I really think they're going to have really good. And I think Wongi was also like, is also like interested in Mikyung. So I really want to see that. The date itself was so hilarious. The way they kept getting interrupted. Their first few hours was like, first few like minutes was so awkward. Then Wongi started crying. I also need to know Wongyu's story, because something like, something serious is going on there. I want to know that. And then again, I think my ship has now moved to Wongi and Minkyung. If you haven't guessed yet, my favorite guest is Minkyung. I'm going to stand 10 toes behind her unless she does something like really crazy. But every other crazy thing that she does, I'm going to be behind her, because you guys, I just know if I'm in a room with my ex, I'm just going to find him annoying. I'm going to be losing my mind too. So my girl, you like, go on. And you guys, I'm going to say this. I'm like low-key throwing out allegations, but I really think Jihyun and Baekhyun, I think they're like they were putting up a show for us to think that they were each other's exes. You guys, I really think the production made them like act like that, because there's no way they were acting. They were like avoiding each other, being so intentional like that. Everybody was seeing it. It wasn't like I was the only one seeing it. I think everybody was seeing. Everybody was guessing. Only for us to like find out that they're not each other's exes, and then later it's no, you guys. I know I might be overthinking it, but like this one, I'm throwing the allegations out there. But it doesn't matter, since it's not like, I think they're just trying, which kind of proves that Jihyun's ex is also not in the house. That's where I'm at right now. They probably told the two of them who were not each other's ex, whose ex were not in the house, to kind of act like each other's ex. I'm just saying. But anyways, again, talking about Baekhyun and his ex. I mean, first of all, she's like sexy, cutie, sexy. There's a way they say it in Korean. Cutie, sexy. She's very like cutie, sexy, and she's an older woman. They met like when she started working. Like, I want to know how much like age gap they really actually, and they've broken up. I really like their relationship pacing. They dated for 2 years and they've broken up for 5 years. That's the relationship that I want to see. This, when you meet this time around, it's going to be like a whole new relationship and everything. And also, I've seen people throw around this red flag anything. For me, I'm not painting anybody as a red flag, but their relationship was a toxic one. Oh, their relationship was a toxic one. I also see people like comparing it to like Iju Nayon, you guys should leave my babies out of this. But I really do think their own was like a bit worse. I mean, they couldn't date past 2 years. Iju Nayon, I mean, they're on their like 8 or 9 years, but like even before their exchange appearance, I dated for like I think 4 years, like going to 5 years, I think. So, but anyway, I think their own relationship was so toxic. I think also because of like the situation that Baekhyun was in had to do with it, and Baekhyun is obviously stressed. You guys, when like after his ex came into the house, I think it was no, he was so stressed. He even broke a cup. When that cup like slipped from his hand and broke, I was like, oh no, he's stressing. The way he was like following her around, and it was so hard for Hyunji and you seek to have like a conversation. I was like, brother, stop. You're doing too much. Like, calm down. But he wasn't calming down. And then, after like they had this long night conversation with like a few people, and then he like, after they all went to sleep, he like brought out the introduction again, read it, shed a few tears. I feel like he like, got his mind together. Even though what he arrived at, I still don't know what he's going to do with that. But I think he did not expect himself to feel this because he kept telling everybody that he did not care. For me, when he was like he didn't care, whoever she dates, blah blah blah, I was thinking obviously I was thinking that Jihyun was his ex, and I was thinking like they dated in high school and they broken up like a long time ago. He's giving Coco and Minji from like season 1. That's what I was thinking. But I think that's what he's feeling. Like that's what he was thinking, because the moment she came into the house, everything was like destroyed for him, and then he realized that he really cares that she's in the house, and he decided that he's going to not do anything about it. Because also when he chose his time, he chose like 100% meeting new person. I just know it's not going to happen for him. Like, I don't know if they're going to end up together, but I just know it's not going to be that straightforward for him. From the preview of episode 6, we can see him like kind of like overdoing it, being like unnecessarily, not mean, but like unnecessarily harsh towards her, because we saw her being like, what's wrong with him? So I know he's going to end up overdoing it, because he's putting so much pressure on himself. He's overthinking it. Things are not even happening. He's already like, you already think she's dating someone else, and he's just here to watch. He's already like stressing. I think Baekhyun is going to bring us drama. Minkyung is going to give us drama, and the other people, I can't wait to meet their ex. And the ones that like Jiyeon, she seems to like not care about her ex at all. She's like all for you sake. She's asking him on another date and everything. I hope she doesn't get hurt, you guys. Because at first of all, I don't know if it will work out with. Sorry, Wongyu. She's asking Wongyu on a date. I don't know if it's going to work out with him. And also, I think her ex is going to stress her out. If you guys have seen my shots where I like made a guess. Oh, I'm stressed. But anyways, I've like decided I'm not guessing anything again. I'm going to guess where I'm at right now. Is I think Jihyun's ex is not in the house. I think Wongyu and Union are each other's ex, and I think Jiyeon and Woojin are each other's ex. So that's where I'm at right now. Because the new connections so far, we have Baekhyun and Union. I've let go of my Baekhyun, ship, and like I really think they have like a lot in common. So I really want to see like where that goes. Woojin, we're not seeing anything right now. Jiyeon and Aman Wongyu, I really hope it goes well. I also want to see Wongyu and Baekhyun. So, and then we have Jihyun and Yusik. Jihyun is after Aman. She's like serious about him. She's like really into him. And I think Yusik has just a little bit of restriction, a little bit of like, of course it's still like his ex of 9 years is there. So we don't know. I really hope that goes well, but like we can never tell. And Yusik and Hyunji, the new girl, I think Hyunji is quite interested, but I don't think Yusik is interested in her yet. So other than that, we have not started forming new connections. They're not looking solid. So I hope things speed up in the next few episodes. Everything's a mess, you guys. But I'm looking forward to the drama. I'm looking forward to. I really hope new relationships get formed. I'm tired of exes getting back together. First of all, the two exes that have been reviewed, I don't really want them to get back together. I think they should meet new people. And also episode 5 was so annoying. It was basically a bacon drama because, and then it was just like shots of them yapping. We didn't even see any other person like connect except for like Jiyeon having a conversation with Wongyu. So I really hope like next episode. I think next episode is going to be like job review. And you guys, I 100% do not care. Like I will be interested when it starts, like when they start like revealing it. But like I'm not even like, oh, what do they do? How would I do? That's not what we care about. I want to see who get together. I want to see who go on dates. I want to see the drama. I'm here for it. I mean, I waited to do like 5 episode review this time around, recap review this time around. I don't know how long it's going to take me to like do another one. So, but until then, maybe I'll like throw in a few shots when like things like get very serious. Thank you for coming to my recap session. Please leave a like. Consider subscribing. It's really helpful to know that you are watching the video. Please leave a like. Thank you. Bye. See you next time.